Hey everyone, this is Unisa Shrestha from 26th batch, and today in this video I'm going to be talking about all the basic knowledge that I have on wine. So let's get started. Let's begin this video with a proper definition of wine. What is wine? Wine is just a potable alcoholic beverage obtained from the fermented juice of grapes. But what makes it so popular and so special? Let me tell you. Humans have been drinking wines for at least 8,000 years now. It has been a drink of luxury, a drink of leisure, a drink of celebration, and also a drink of some religious rites. Wine also has some amazing health benefits, such as it reduces the chances of heart strokes and heart attacks. It helps in decreasing the cholesterol. It is rich in antioxidants. It is better for our dental health and also better for our skin health. Having said that, let me tell you, wine in itself is an art. So let's look into the process of making this art. So as I mentioned in the very beginning, wine is a fermented juice of grapes. The grapes are grown all over the world, which may make you think that wine can be produced all over the world. No. Only a relatively small area in the world are wine producing zones. The favorable climate conditions prevail in two main wine producing zones that lies between latitude 50 degree north and 30 degree south of equator. This is why 3/4 of the world wine are produced in Europe. Italy is the world's largest producing wines, whereas world top class wines are produced in France. Step to the wine production is the cultivation of grapes. Grapes are cultivated in vineyard. So the choosing of vineyard is very important and critical part of production of wine. The key of a quality winemaking, of course, lies in all this process, but also lies in experience and understanding of how the interaction of hundreds of your choices is gonna decide the taste of your wine. So after we've chosen the right vineyard, we move on to the other process of wine production, followed by the selection of perfect grape seeds, growing of the grape seeds, and the time we harvest the grape seeds according to the sugar and acidity content in that grape. Then we crush the grapes and collect the juice. Then comes the process of fermentation of the juice, followed by the clarifying and stabilizing the immature wines. Then it comes a very important part, which is maturing and blending of the wine. And at last, bottling. So moving on to the classification of wines. Wines are basically classified into 4 groups, which are table wine, sparkling wine, fortified wine, and aromatized wine. So let's begin with table wines. Table wines are also referred as natural or still wines. They do not have carbon dioxide in them. The alcoholic strength may range from 9% to 15% by volume. They are either dry or sweet. So table wines are also classified into 3 different types, which we are very familiar about. They are red wine, white wines, and rosé wine. So red wines. Red wines are usually made out of black grapes. The wine gets its color from the skin of the grapes. Some of the widely used grapes to make red wines are Pinot Noir, Merlot, Cabernet Sauvignon, and Shiraz. The wine is fermented for at least 8 to 10 days or more for the color of the wine, and it is matured in barrels for 6 months to 2 years before bottling. The wine is served at 18 degrees Celsius to 21 degrees Celsius room temperature and is served with red wine. On the other hand, white wines are usually made out of green grapes and is fermented away from the skin. Some of the widely used grapes to make white wines are Riesling, Sauvignon Blanc, and Chardonnay. White wines are usually served chilled at 10 degrees Celsius to 12 degrees Celsius room temperature. White wines are usually served with Polytree and rosé wines. Rosé wines are usually light red or pinkish in color. The distinctive color and taste of the wine are usually similar to the red wines, and they are also made out of black grapes. The fermentation with skins of grapes is shorter than the red wines. The juice is then taken off and used by itself for complete fermentation. So moving on to second classification of wine, which is sparkling wine. Sparkling wine gets its sparkle from CO2 gas, which is carbon dioxide gas. Carbon dioxide are usually created naturally inside the bottle or during the fermentation in the tanks, or also can be injected under pressure. The alcoholic strength of this wine is usually 9% to 14% by volume. Sparkling wines can be enjoyed with any meals and with any course. Sparkling wines are usually famous for celebrations and festive occasions. Champagne is a widely known sparkling wine. Fortified wine. Fortified wine is a wine in which a distilled beverage, usually brandy, has been added. The alcoholic strength content in this wine is usually 18 to 21% above. These wines are categorized into aperitif wines and dessert wines. They are also served mixed with other drinks. The popular aperitif drinks are sherry dry, port white, and nutty. So the last one is aromatized wines. Aromatized wines are generally prepared by the addition of brandies or any neutral spirits to the wines to blend a new style. They are usually added to hide the imperfections of wines or to give variety of flavor to the wines. Some of the widely used flavorings in the wines are seeds, spices, nuts, flowers, fruits, and many others. The alcoholic strength ranges from 9% to 17% by volume. See you around.